Hello, traders. Welcome to another trading interview, this time with a serious FTMO trader, Edward from Australia in Townsville. Welcome, Edward.
Hello, Peter.
Welcome. Guys, just for letting you know, FTMO is a proprietary trading company that actively search for serious traders. And once they pass two-step evaluation process, they will be offered a unique placement in our proprietary trading company. And therefore, they can remotely manage their own FTMO account. And that's exactly why we have here Edward. And I'm thank you for your time. And just, for our subscriber followers, can you tell us something about you? Can you introduce yourself briefly?
Hi everyone. So my name's Edward, and I've been trading with FTMO since August 2020. It has been 6 months already. So I'm currently trading a total of $375,000 with FTMO, and so far my cumulative profit has gone past $100,000.
Wow. So just for clarifying the status for our followers, Edward is our excellent trader. He started with three accounts, so he had like $300,000 to trade, but he also fulfilled our trading objectives to scale up his account. So we increased his account by 25%. So that's why he have right now $375,000 to trade. That's enormous amount to trade. So
Yeah.
my question would be, what do you think that is the most vital trading skill to be such good in trading?
I believe there are many things that are vital to successful trading. But the one that I believe to be the most important to my success would be the ability to try to understand the psychology behind price action. Let me give an example here. So let's say if the price breaks above resistance level. So for those of you who don't know what the resistance level is, so when price repeatedly reaches a certain level, then that level is called a resistance level. It kind of acts as a ceiling to prevent price from moving further upward. But when price moves up and breaches that resistance level, and often when it shoots up very quickly, this is the time when you'll see a bullish candle. It shorts up and it breaks out of the range and breaks out of a consolidation. And this probably means that a lot of traders and trading algorithms are panic buying. They feel that they'll miss out on the upward trend. And sometimes that trend will continue upwards, it'll persist, and we call this a breakout.
Mhm.
But if the price pulls back sharply back into the consolidation or back into the range, that means the breakout has failed. And that is the point that I'll consider selling into the market. Firstly, because I know that there's huge selling pressure above that level,
Uh-huh.
making a significant move higher unlikely to happen. And secondly, I know that those traders who have previously bought into the market, they now start to panic sell. And so I could expect a further move lower.
Uh-huh.
And I think that gives me a very good opportunity to short into the market and try to take the money.
So that's the vital skills. Like you are really
Yeah,
good in price action,
yeah,
understanding.
understand the psychology behind price action. Yeah, because
Okay.
often the market is driven by human psychology. Yeah, so you need to understand the psychology of human in order to become a profitable trader.
So have you studied some psychology or you are just have some intuition about how the people in the market behave?
I think over the years I've trained myself on how to read the market. So I think I've a kind of market instinct, I would say. So I know when the market is going to fall or behave in a certain way based on the psychology, because very often the market is driven by human psychology, and we first need to understand the psychology behind certain price action before we can try to profit from those moves in the market.
And do you have any background for this instinct? Like, have you studied some finance, some trading, or
Um, I haven't had any formal education in finance. I don't have a finance degree, and I just kind of self-learned all the things from the internet. And yeah,
Cool. So you're self-study. And
Yeah.
uh, when did you start to trade?
So I started trading back in 2018 when I was just 18 years old. So yeah, I'm quite young. So back then I used to trade stocks, but then I discovered that my expertise lies in forex trading. So I switched to trading forex in 2019, and now I'm mainly focusing on trading fig out. So fig out strategy, that means a false breakout, and I try to capitalize on those false breakouts.
And how did you said that you trade stocks? So what was the difference, or how did you understand the stock market, and how did you now understand the forex market? Do you really understand more the forex market, and what is the difference between understanding the stock market and the forex market?
So first, the forex market is a 24-hour market, so you can trade anytime. Um, I think that the forex market suits my trading style more because the liquidity is larger in the forex market, so there won't be spikes up and spikes down and gap up and gap down. So yeah, I think the forex market is better to trade, but that's just my opinion.
So you need the volatility, right? You need the
Yeah.
market moves really quickly.
Uh, no, I want to avoid those gap up and gap down, which is very common in the stock market.
Do you follow some releases, news releases, in the financial markets?
I
Some of
tend
them.
to avoid those new releases. So every trading day, I'll check Forex Factory. So if there are news if there are new releases,
Mhm.
I'll avoid to trade on that day. Yeah, I'll just
Oh,
skip that day. So
okay. So you avoid it. Cool. So if you can show me some your strategy, we will see how are you successful in FTMO. Okay, nice. Show me your trading strategy in your balance curve right now.
as you can see, this is my balance curve. So this is a relatively new account. I just got this account earlier this January. And as you can see, this is my balance curve. Uh, and I took a huge trade earlier this month, and that earned me around $10,000. Uh, yeah, which was great. And as you can see here, my current profit is just above $10,000. And I normally trade. Um, Let me scroll down. And I normally trade just the major pairs, most of the time pound dollar and euro dollar, and I sometimes trade some like Aussie and something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How profound is your preparation before you open the trade?
So every morning, as I just trade the major pairs. So every morning, I tend to just trade the European markets and the European session and the American session of the forex market. So every morning, just before the London market opens, I'll open the charts and look at some setups, mainly on pound dollar and euro dollar. So if I find some opportunities, then I'll closely monitor that trade, maybe every 15 minutes, and at the right timing, I'll execute that trade.
And do
Yeah,
you review your unsuccessful trades?
yeah. I'll review some unsuccessful trades and try to reflect on that and try to improve and try to understand what I've done wrong or how to make some amendments to my strategy and try to increase the winning ratio or increase the risk and reward ratio.
And do you remember your last reflection from some trade? What have you learned from it?
What have I learned from unsuccessful trades? So um, it will be something to do with not my strategy but my emotions, because I believe that managing my emotions is a huge part in forex trading. And there was a time I tried to revenge trade. So because I did something wrong previously, and I tried to took another trade to try to win that money back, and that didn't turn out great, and I lost quite a bit of money, but that's fine. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
the losses are inevitable.
And can you, for example, show me in your trading platform how you work with charts and how you prepare before the trade?
Okay, so I normally look at the chart on my computer and I execute my trade on my phone. And as can you see the chart now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So let's say so. Uh, as I mentioned before, I consider myself an expert in fake out trading, so which is a false breakout. So I took this trade last week, or the week before, I don't know. So, um, okay, so that morning I identified a level of resistance or a turning point in the market. So I'll try to draw a resistance line here, here, yeah. So yes, so as you can see here, uh, the pointer, the price, obviously, it it breaks above this level, and then it pulls back, and then it breaks this level again, and then it pulls back again, and that means the selling pressure on the upside is very strong, and we can expect that a significant move higher is very unlikely to happen, and that gives me the confidence to short the market.
Hmm.
And we also know that when the price breaks this level, a lot of people are trying to panic buy, and then it came back down, and then it it broke this level again, and then it came back down again, and it just shows that the selling pressure is so strong, and the people who have previously bought into the market, we can expect them to try to panic sell to get rid of the position, and so we can expect a further move downwards, and that is when I place the trade short the market on pound dollar on that day, and it turned out very nicely, and I got around 50 pips. I trailed my profit, but I was out at around this region, and that earned me around $10,000. No, $30,000. $30,000 in total profits across all three of my accounts. So
Wow.
that was a big trade. Yeah.
So your effort is mostly to only, let's say, one, two, three big trades in like 1 month. And
Yeah. I only take high probability trades. So those trades that I believe those trades that I believe have a winning rate of higher than 80%. So if that trade has a winning probability of higher than 80%, I'll consider taking that trade. So I only take high quality trades
how do you calculate this win rate before the trade?
just based on my instinct, because over the years I've trained myself to how to read the market. So I think I have a kind of inborn market instinct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Let's now move on. So, what is your trading plan and your future trading plan in like 2, 5 years?
Currently, it's to continue trading my strategy and maybe to explore some new strategies. And let's see,
What strategy,
yeah,
for example,
uh,
you have in mind?
maybe some a reversal strategy. So currently, I'm trading the trend a trend following fake out strategy, and I'm currently experimenting a new strategy, but this is a reversal strategy, not a following strategy. So yeah, and uh, so my plan is to maybe hopefully increase my cumulative profits to $1 million in 5 years. So I started trading with FTMO since August 2020, as I've said, and it took me just under 6 months to achieve $100,000 in cumulative profits. And now my short-term plan is to grow that figure to $200,000 by the end of this year, and to $500,000 the next year, hopefully, and to $1 million the year after. So
Cool.
I know it's a bit ambitious, but
It's
let's see what happens.
it
Yeah,
sounds as an amazing plan, and I hope
yeah.
you can make it. And what would you recommend to others why joining the FTMO?
First, you need to have a functional strategy, or at least some guidelines that will guide your decisions on how to place a trade. And you need to back test that strategy to see if it works, or if you backtest a strategy, it just gives you more confidence in trading and it would avoid making mistakes. And also, you need to learn how to manage emotions because managing emotion is definitely a major part in being successful in forex trading. I know it's easier said than done, but I feel like a lot of traders they're too obsessed with passing the FTMO challenge. So they're generally just too obsessed with making money. But that often means that if you're too obsessed with money, you'll tend to you'll tend to make a lot of unnecessary mistakes because when you're too obsessed with making money, your emotions will take over. And if you let your emotions override your rationality, then it's not a good thing, and you'll tend to make a lot of mistakes. So what I'll say is try to be indifferent towards money, and I'll suggest traders try to focus on increasing their chances of winning the trade instead of trying to win the money. So that's what I'll recommend to traders joining FTMO.
Okay, thank you for it. And the last question is, what is the best aspect of FTMO?
I think it would be the losses are covered by the company, so you don't need to worry about losing your own money. And because often when traders, because very often traders fear the fact that they'll lose their own money, and that will have a kind of psychological impact on them. And so if the trader know that the losses are covered by FTMO, that will kind of relieve the psychological impact on the traders, and they'll tend to make better decisions. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you for this. I really enjoyed this interview. Uh, so many interesting facts about your strategy. And guys, for you, just if you have any comments or you're just interested in something, just let your comment down below. And Edward, I wish you luck and success in your trading career. And
Thank
goodbye,
you.
Edward, and goodbye, traders.
Goodbye.